FSA versus HSA. Which one is going to be a better choice for you in terms of saving money on health insurance, which is absolutely ridiculous right now. Hey guys, it's your girl, Jackie, coming at you with a brand new video. On my channel, we do money talk, where we talk about personal finance, debt, and investing. For today, we are talking about FSAs and HSAs. There's a lot of confusion, and also, in addition to the confusion, I truly in my heart of hearts believe that people are not utilizing these resources as much as they should, because let me tell you, honey, dental and medical stuff can get very, very pricey. So let's not wait. Let's jump right in. Basically, what are HSAs and FSAs in the first place? HSA stands for Health Savings Account, and FSA stands for Flexible Savings Account. Both of these are bank accounts, special bank accounts where you are depositing your money. But the reason that we like these accounts is because you get a little bit of a tax break on them, in that the money that you're putting into it is not taxed by the government, and it actually lowers your tax burden in terms of the amount of taxes that you have to pay at the end of the year. So that's why we like them. The money that you end up putting into these special accounts, you can only use on qualified medical and dental expenses. But as mentioned in the beginning of this video, nowadays, medical and dental expenses are freaking bananas. Like, they're super, super expensive. So you're gonna end up putting money anyway towards your copays, your deductibles, your medications, medical procedures, whatever. So why not just take advantage of this tax advantaged little savings account? I ask you, why not? So those are the reason why people like them. There are definitely differences between the two types of accounts, so that's what we're gonna get into now. So as mentioned, an HSA is a health savings account. And the reason why this is the more popular of the plans is because you don't need anyone's permission, including your job or your employer or whatever, to open up one of these accounts. You can literally just go online onto whatever search engine it is that you like and type up HSA, and there are tons of different banks and institutions that will allow you to open up this type of account with them, I'm sure for some sort of a small fee. But such is life, unfortunately. But anyway, as mentioned, you don't need anyone's permission. You can just do it all on your own. All of the money that you deposit into these types of accounts, as mentioned, are sort of tax sheltered. So you don't have to end up paying taxes on anything that you deposit. And as long as you can provide your HSA statement to your tax preparer at the end of the year, then guess what? You don't get taxed on any of the money that you're putting into the account. It lowers your tax burden. So that is definitely a huge perk. The other thing that we like with the HSA is, let's just say you put some money into that account during the course of the year, blah, blah, blah. It was a really good year for you. You didn't get injured. You didn't have any crazy dental procedures you had to do. You were so healthy all year, and you ended up not wasting any money from your HSA towards any type of medical costs or dental costs. What happens to that money? Guess what? It just kind of rolls over. It's your personal health savings account. So literally the money just accumulates and accumulates, and it just rolls over into the next year. If you didn't use it this year, you can certainly use it next year, and so on and so forth until you're dead. At which point you don't have to worry about healthcare costs anymore, unless they have doctors in heaven. But my point is that the money will always roll over for you. So yeah, it's just a great thing to have. Who qualifies for an HSA plan? In order to qualify, all you have to do is be enrolled in a high deductible health insurance plan. So be sure to check with your HR department to make sure that you're enrolled in one of those. And also you have to be not enrolled in Medicare. This does not apply for individuals who are a part of the whole Medicare system. And also you cannot be able to be claimed on someone else's tax return. So you can't be a dependent on someone else's tax return. But other than that, you probably qualify. What the heck is an FSA? An FSA, as mentioned in the beginning, is a flexible savings account. It is very similar to the HSA in that you are depositing your pre-tax dollars into this account specifically for the purposes of spending it on medical or dental expenses. The difference between the HSA and the FSA is that with the FSA, it has to be done through your employer. So this has to be a program that your job is offering. It's not the type of thing that you can just kind of open it up on your own. You have to go through your job. So that's the one major stipulation there, because if your job doesn't offer it, then you can't participate. Also, the second significant thing with the FSA is that these funds, unlike the HSA, do not roll over. If you have not spent your money by the end of the calendar year, then honey, you are up the creek without a paddle, unfortunately. So definitely this is the type of thing where you have to spend whatever funds it is that you deposit into this account. The other thing too that I thought was interesting about the FSA is they actually have different kinds. So they definitely have the type where you can spend the money that you put in there into qualified medical or dental expenses, just like the HSA. But they also have flexible childcare account. So you can open up an FSA through your job and use any funds deposited, pre-taxed, untaxed dollars, deposited into that account for childcare expenses, because daycare, from what I hear, is very, very expensive. So that's an exciting thing for all of you parents that are out there. Are there limitations as to the amount that I can deposit into my HSA or FSA? Yes, kind patron. Yes, there are. The current limitations for the HSA is currently $3,550 per year for an individual. That's the current maximum. It does go up a bit if you are saving for an entire family. And for the FSA account, currently the limit is $2,750 for the year. What type of expenses does that include? What counts as a qualified medical or dental expense? Pretty much anything, which is the really, really great part. We're talking about your co-pays, your deductibles, the out-of-pocket costs when you have to pay for your medications, and different medical equipment like your nebulizers and your canes and your walkers and your really, really fabulous orthopedic shoes. Oh yeah, so fashionable. So all of those types of expenses are considered qualified expenses. And prior to this year, you couldn't spend it on like over-the-counter prescriptions. It had to only be like prescriptions. But thanks to the CARES Act, effective this year, you actually can spend your HSA and FSA funds on over-the-counter medication. And guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you found today's video to be helpful. Definitely, if you did, don't forget to give me a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified whenever I have a brand new video up. If you like this content and you want to see additional content and resources, be sure to check out my blog, which is available at focusedfrugalfab.com. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Stay healthy. Bye.